Hey guys, what's up? Trade Desk back again with another video. It is Tuesday morning, and we got some pretty good news about some stocks that I've been looking at. Mainly one in specific. I might have talked about it in a past video, but it's called Switchback Energy. So let's get right into the background. So here we go on Robinhood. We got Switchback Energy. It was up 30%, 30.28% on the day yesterday, and it's up 11.8% this morning. So it's a merging company, and it's actually about to do a reverse merger with ChargePoint, which should be coming out pretty soon. So let's get into it. Here's ChargePoint, and what they're mainly doing is allowing access of, like, it's pretty much just an account. It's a ChargePoint account that you can. It's pretty much like gas stations, but for electric vehicles, which is becoming the new trend and a big thing, and it's gonna have a huge market very soon. So 84.9 million charge delivers and counting. So they're definitely growing before it's even out to the public. And one thing I just want to really talk about is, so here's the chart on Switchback Energy. So we can see it run up massively over these last couple days. Some great volume in here. We had some major volume back here, back in November. One thing I want to warn you guys on is there's usually massive running before a merger like this, and it could not end up exactly how you want it. Just because they're merging doesn't mean it's good. A lot of times it rises in anticipation of the merging. So I'm going to show you an example. Ride, Lordstown Motors, we talked about it in our last video. Go check that out. We talked about it in our last video, and Lordstown Motors was actually Diamond Peak Holding Companies. The ticker was DPHC, and they did a reverse merger with Lordstown Motors. And if we go back here in August, this is when they announced it. It was at 13 a share. It rose up to about 31 and dropped drastically back down to 19. So it rises in anticipation to the merger. But that doesn't mean just because the merger happens that it's going to have good news overall. So that's what I want you guys to be careful of. Now, I do think there is some running room. If we go back to Switchback, I do think there is some running room. This might be a little pullback after hours, but it's still up drastically. I mean, it was at 42 a share. That's crazy. So it is still up drastically. I do think there's some more running room. And as I've been researching, they're expecting it maybe the reverse merger and ChargePoint to become public, I think, is expecting to be around December 5th. So be watching out for that. Alright, so if you guys don't know what a reverse merger is, it happens when a publicly traded company merges with a private company. And the private company survives and becomes pretty much public. So if we look at Ride and Lordstown Motors, the ticker was DPHC, Diamond Peak Holding Company. It's kind of like Switchback. Switchback Energy is just a holding company. And they're out doing a reverse merger now, and instead of DPHC ticker, you're going to see Ride, Lordstown, and the same thing with Switchback. Instead of SBE, you're going to see ChargePoint. I don't know exactly what the ticker is. But as we can see, we have some little background on some Switchback Energy and how it's really just blown up during this COVID time, and people are starting to switch to electric vehicles. They've had more time to think about it, and we've been seeing this stock accelerate drastically. 14 a share to the 50-week, 2-week high of 20.99, and it keeps blowing way past that. So I do think there is some running room, guys. I mean, it was at 40, and usually a lot of times pre-market can show what it can get up to during the day. So back here and during after hours trading, it was at about 31, dropped down, broke back up to 33. Now what I'm seeing here, it was up to 42 a share. It's down here. I'm about 30 minutes from market open, and I could see it breaking 43, guys. So that is a very, I mean, that's a 30% profit. So if you guys are willing to get into that, I want you just to be careful, maybe not hold it until the reverse merger, because a lot of the times when that happens, things get mixed up, sell-offs happen, problems occur. But overall, I do think it's a very well stock. Actually, it's up 105% on the week. But don't be nervous if there's a sell-off, guys. I'm going to be making some beginner mistakes and some other things in upcoming videos that I want you guys to get used to. But it's up very well on the week, pretty well on the month. It's doing very well overall, but I just want you guys to know this is anticipation, and once that happens, things can go downwards. So I do think there's some running room. If they are true, it could be by December 5th, but that's not too long, so you do have a little time limit maybe to get in on here. So Alright guys, it's going to be a quick video. I'm probably going to come out with one a little bit later. Let me know in the comments what other stocks you guys would like me to analyze, talk about. I'm going to be doing some beginner mistakes, option plays, different trading strategies, so make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.